Mars bar, I think, before I walk down there. I've literally just got back to my house, and then my mate's messaged and said he's back. So I'm going to grab a Mars bar. I can remember where I put them. I've got my little packaging from Amazon. And off we go again. This time, the Mars bar will fuel me up. At least I know. Got a right craze on Mars bars lately. Here we go again. Typical. I literally walked through the door and then he messages. Says he's back. So. Yeah, Amazon delivery, it's all in the same box, I think. So we'll unbox that when I get back. Hiya. Good evening. Is that a drone up there? No. That could be. I'm very well, thank you, apart from all this walking, but this is the last little trip out tonight. But I do fancy doing like a midnight raid on that place I just walked round. Urban exploration, or whatever they call it. We'll actually go in the buildings and have a mooch around. Obviously, I have to, well, be live throughout it all, but keep a bit of a low profile. Mars bar has just got so much smaller. Where am I going? Hello there. I'm going down to my mates, pick something up, and then I'm going home. I might even switch the TV on. I don't know if I don't know what time the football starts. But what we'll do first, we'll do a little unboxing video and I'll show you my drone accessories I bought. I mean, new battery. It cost 44 quid. It's a starry night out there. It's a good night for droning, actually. Any night's a good night for droning, right? And I've also got to go and pay for this exam that I've got to do next. Apparently it's 80% pass rate. Yeah. There's lots of mock exams to do, but I might swerve the mock exams and dive straight in like I did with the other one. I think that suits me with my ADHD a bit better. And to be honest, after the first test, I feel quite confident about going into any test without doing any revision or anything. They give you all the stuff to read, but I didn't read anything. I just jumped straight in. All I knew is I had to get 30 out of 40. I thought there's no way I'm going to get that. You know what I mean? We'll see what the damage is. It came back 30 out of 40. You pass. So that was the beginning of my drone journey. Yeah. Oh, he's moving quick. A red and a white one. That's plain. So you get things up there that could be illegal. Higher in a chat room. You could just be an illegal pilot up there. Do you know what I mean? I could just not put a green light on and just go up there. No one would see me. They'd hear me, but obviously then I'd be breaking the law. Should have brought me bright torch in case my mates fell asleep on the sofa again. Got him right in the eyes the other night, man. Poor fucker. He was just dropping off. I zapped him in the eyeballs. Woke him up. But hopefully he's just got in, I reckon. Yeah, it's moving like a drone, man. I'm noticing a lot more things now about the sky because I fly in here at night quite a bit. I'm noticing weird little things. Did I tell you about the plane? It was down here actually. Yesterday. I was coming up here with my drone. And I was quite high up. And this plane come across here lower than me. Normally when I see a plane that comes the same sort of way as me, I go down, but I was already above him. I couldn't believe it. So I just thought I've got to go up. So I just shot upwards. But yeah. I'll see another one tonight as well that flew over the park, and that was in my sort of airspace as well. But it's my job to get out of the way. It's not their job to get out of the way because obviously I can manoeuvre a bit quicker than they can. Luckily I'm in sports mode all the time, so I have it flat out. But when you're in sports mode, it disables all the sensors, so you're just going crazy. I quite enjoy it. Anyway, we're going to have to flick this round. Not that it really matters. I don't know what I'm going on. Yeah, we're definitely going to do a little video on that place up there. There's quite a few buildings we can get in there and have a look around. It's all just been smashed open. Somebody might have already been in there and sort of had stuff away, but to be honest with you, there's big thick cables hanging out like that. Be the first thing you chop down. Don't know if it's live up there or not, but I can soon tell. So I'm in the pub, let's jump in there, get in there and do a video. there's people getting in everywhere now doing videos, man. It's a whole YouTube craze. I think I'd be quite good at that. I don't know. And again, some of these YouTube people, when they go out like on dodgy little missions and that, they got like 2 or 3 people and they're just too noisy. Where I'm at here with the camera, just me. I'm more aware of what's happening. Wow, traffic, man. Traffic. He's got a flat tyre. Sounds of it. Get up here and he ain't even in. He said he was in. All I might have to contend with is he might be asleep. Well, yeah, hopefully he ain't asleep on the sofa. Just keep banging the window. Anyway, I'm looking forward to unboxing my little box of things and charging my new battery up, battery number 3, which will give me an hour and 33 minutes flying time altogether, which is about right, because normally I do one battery, put the second one in, I do that, and I fancy flying a bit more. So, but what I'll end up with is 4 batteries for that 4K, because even when I progress up and get me bigger working drone for like jobs and that, I'm still going to keep my little mini 4K because it's just unbelievable. Yeah. But obviously my next exam then ups the game really for me. We're talking drones that weigh kilograms, you know what I mean, not grams. I think in the exam they ask you, can you pull off a few manoeuvres? They tell you what manoeuvres to pull off. I can pull off any manoeuvre now, preferably flat out. Yeah, so I've got to do a sit down exam as well, which is going to be remotely monitored by the tutor from the aviation authority. So it's all up in the game a bit for this next one. But yeah, I've seen what's after this exam. Really, I don't need any more exams. Do this next one, opens the big door. All I'm looking at now is what industry I'd like to go in, and I've seen that they use it, a lot of them on farms now. And obviously I'm in a farming village. Yeah. In fact, I'll have all these certificates. Just opens the doors, do you know what I mean? And where it's such a new industry, there's people just biting your arms off. I mean, you can fly over a roof and earn yourself 150 quid, 300 quid, do you know what I mean? It's crazy. Roof surveys. Anyway, I'll be back on this stream. And like that, he was back. That was quick. Already out for me. It's all good. What's the topic? Anything you want. Drones, really, at the minute. And this lovely sky I've got out there. But it's starting to feel a bit more chillier now out here. I'm going to go in and finish cooking the burgers as well. I started cooking. What we'll do, we'll open up a little delivery. I'll show you these mad little things that I've bought. I think the drone battery was 44 quid and the accessory pack that I got was about £19, £18. I was going to buy one of them landing mat things as well, but to be honest, I feel quite confident about taking off wherever. some of these droners like fart about for 10 minutes before they take off. I'm literally on the floor booming up, it just flies off. You can actually take it off from the road, as long as it's public area, the path. All I do when I take off from like down here, I just look to see if no one's coming. And kids ask quite a lot of questions, but I don't mind educating them. They're right into it. In fact, I keep telling these kids, this is where you've got to get on, man, at school, these drones. So I told them by the time they leave school, it'll be big money. And if you're already pretty good with a Nintendo controller or anything like that, and if it involves dexterity, you're going to be quite good at it. That's just about reactions. Says the man who got stuck up the tree there. No, I've gone past the tree phase, man. When you start off droning, you go through a mad phase, and then you get really confident and competent. Yeah. All I know now is I always make sure when I'm whizzing around, I'm right up high. Flying around this village, I'm at like between 70 metres and 90 metres, which clears everything. I can go to 120, which I do sometimes, hit the altitude limit, it sort of warns you. Also, if it's windy right up there, it warns you as well. Clever things. Wow. What's going on here? The size of that fucker. Fucking hell. Excuse me language. All these cars. And there's this drain up here that just clatters, man. One over there as well. Just want to slow down, man. So you hear these lorries come tearing up behind you. Don't know, do you? Anyway, looking forward to them burgers, cheeseburgers. And I might even dive out in the tent later. Set up my tent in the back garden. See, there's a flashing thing. That looks like a drone to me, but I don't know if you can see that. Up there, but it's a plane. But some of the movements are very sort of characteristic of the drone. It's just he's got the wrong colour lights on. We've all got certain colours, you see. I have to have green, and the green denotes basically the back of my drone. So I have to put that on the back. But during the day you can fly around like a fairy light if you want. Yeah, it's really good when you've got a really clear sky. See, up here they've got loads of things flashing. There's so much action. That's why when I have my radios on and that, pick up all them air bands, all them aircraft, because they're just everywhere. See, that's moving like a drone. That thing there, that is a drone, I think. You see that there? That's moving too slow to be a plane, I think. But I don't know though. If it's a drone, you've got the wrong colours on. No, that is a plane, but you could quite easily mistake that for a drone. In fact, if I put red lights on my drone and flew it out there, yeah, I could look like them as well. But you still got to keep your eyes open because you don't know who's flying around out there, man. Do you know what I mean? You got all your illegal flyers. I can't really blame them because up until this year, under 250, just off you go, no nothing. And now anything under grams with a camera, which is basically everything, you've got to do your test. So people have probably gone from being able to fly their drone to not being able to. Some of them probably don't even know and probably a bit confused by it all, because to be honest with you, it is all a bit confusing if you look too much into it. But I'll just go with the flow. I get it, you know what I mean? I get what it all is about. It's about safety, isn't it? And not enjoying yourself, but not endangering anyone. But yeah, even some adults, obviously I get people that are anti-drone, but I've had some that are right into it, especially the youngsters. They're right, even the girls are quite into the drones, the little young girls and that. I suppose where we never had drones, they got them. Probably be girl pilots in the future, do you know what I mean? Droning it about. In fact, they'd probably make good pilots, females. More calmer, I think, than men, possibly. Then again, I find when I'm sort of on course with a plane or anything crazy's going on, I just instantly react before I've even thought about it. I'm doing it, if you get me. There's probably the ADHD in me as well, where I'm sort of hyper focusing. I'm used to things at 100 mile an hour, so. In fact, I want to go one of the first person view drones that do 200 mile an hour. I've got to get going one of them, man. 200 mile an hour with your goggles on. But you still have to have someone who hasn't got goggles on, right, next to you, doing the spotting. Because I think wherever you look in the goggles is where the drone goes. I'm just going to walk around and see if my pals' sons are in. What is the time? Yeah, it's not too late yet. Don't know if he's in now or he's at work. So I've got some photos for him. Yeah, no, there's things flashing all up there. Everywhere. See, that's low, whatever that orange light is there. So there's things up there with lights, they're not even corresponding with anything that should be. I see there's two there, look, can you see that there? There's three we've got up there now. I think the aeroplane should flash red and then white, I think. Hello, mate.
You doing all right?
Yeah, not too bad. They're all flying off that way. Normally I just pick them up on my radio. Not that I can talk to them. Yeah, when drones first come out, people were flying them near on into space and that. Do you know what I mean? Crazy. I think it was all a bit lawless to start with. Obviously now it's licensed and all good. Right. There's the lights up there. Don't know if the power's in or not. There's cars there, which it isn't, I don't think. No. So what we'll do, we'll carry on walking through here, which comes out. Hang on a minute. Wow, how long have I had the sound off? I've done that a few times. But never mind. Anyway, that was the battery. And I've got this box here. And in here, I don't know, I do apologise there. Don't know how long I've been like that. We've got loads of packages. Right, the first one, we've got loads of propellers and screws and screwdrivers. We've got another giant propeller cover. And my favourite things, I think, in here. Well, I've got more things. We've got some state-of-the-art propeller guides. Check them out. We can now fly indoors and touch walls and trees. It just bounces off. So we've got 4 of these to attach. What this does, it stops you crashing, and also stops you wearing out your blades. What I've got is this in here, probably my favourite thing I've been looking forward to. That and the things. This is a little attachment that goes. How does that go out there? Press that maybe. I'll have to work out how you do this. This basically sits on the bottom and gives it extra legs, so you're not sucking up dirt into your. I'm not too sure how this works. I'll have to look at it online because there's nothing that's jumping out to me. I think that must somehow, or maybe when you clip it on, it pushes them bits. Yeah. These are a bit fucking, bit peculiar. Didn't come with any instructions. These bits definitely move apart, but I just don't want to force anything. Yeah, basically, so what you get in the accessory box, but at only £18, you get about 18 propellers, screws as well. You get 4 propeller guards, so now we can fly indoors. Because you're just going to bounce off things. As long as you keep on the power. But yeah. But there's a setting on my drone that I have to flick on for this. It's like a payload. And yeah, it was all £18 for like all of that, so it's quite a good deal really, I thought. And obviously the real killer is the drone battery at 44 quid, but am I what? Super what? Anyway, yeah. What I'll do is have me burgers and then I'll be back and we'll sort